Hey YouTube, welcome back to the Sawdust factory. Today we're going to be working on this piece of old wood that I picked up at an auction. Recently went to an estate auction and they were selling off a couple slabs and nobody was bidding on them, so my buddy bid on them for like $2 and he gave them to me. This guy here is 19 inches across and about 34 inches long. It's got some checking and cracking that runs up to about here and just about here somewhere. It's about 6 inches thick from the cut location to the outside live edge of the tree here, so I figure we can get a pretty good bowl out of it. I believe the wood to be oak, but I did a little bit of hand planing up here and I'm thinking maybe it's some sort of elm species. I'm not exactly sure. If you recognize the species by the wood grain, post in the comments below so I know. Alright, since it's raining outside today, I'm going to go ahead and cut this up a little bit different method. I'm going to be using my circular saw to do most of the cutting. To get us down to a shape that we can get on the lathe. Throw on my lathe is 20 inches, so I'll need to mark this guy down pretty close in order to get it mounted on a faceplate. Okay, so pretty sure this is red oak, some form of red oak. Little tiny bit of white rot down in here, but other than that, it is very clean inside. We got a little bit of tear out through here. I'll have to sand out. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks like there's a hump right there, but there really isn't. I had some difficulties with this getting thin and starting to vibrate on me. That's why I went back and did a couple more passes, try and get that out of there. It wasn't really successful. I'll have to sand the rest of it out. I did end up finding my homemade tool rest. Go check out that video. It really helped out a lot. You can see here I got all the way down to the bottom of the bowl. It's got almost a perfect shape for this particular bowl. If I would have been using my tool rest that came with the Powermatic, I would have been out like this, about as close as I can get. So I would have been out here somewhere and having a lot more vibrations. Couple quick tips about sanding. Sand through the grits. For this particular project, I started with a 60 grit and went to an 80 and then went down from there. When you're power sanding, be sure to monitor your sandpaper for buildup of dust. Heavy amounts of buildup can really lead to damage to the wood surface. Be sure to get out all the tear out at your higher grits because you won't get it out when you go finer. Try and use a dust collector if you have one. And of course, always wear a respirator. This piece is going to be a salad bowl, so we're going to want to finish it with a natural finish. We're going to be using mineral oil and a mixture of beeswax and mineral oil. I picked up this butcher block conditioner at my local big box store, and I realized after I bought it, I kind of have the same thing in a homemade format. This is mineral oil and beeswax melted down into it. To do this, that's all you need to do is take a jar, put your beeswax in there and some mineral oil. I use about a 3-to-1 mixture of mineral oil to beeswax, and then heat it up and melt the beeswax in the mineral oil. It'll kind of stay suspended in there. You can see it's kind of pasty like that. Okay, so here's the finished piece. I did end up coating with the beeswax and mineral oil mixture there. My camera stopped recording in the middle of that, but here it is all coated. I'll probably come back in a couple days and put another coat on and just do that as necessary throughout the life of the salad bowl. I do have some live wood right here that must have had some mold or something in it, and I kind of discolored it, but it's on the outside of the bowl and it gives it a little bit of character. Other than that, there really isn't that much grain feature. A little bit of ribboning or figure right here. That's about it. I like the uniformity of the grain pattern through the piece. Well, I hope you enjoyed the project. If you want to check out more wood turning videos, take a look at the rest of my channel. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.